I don't know how you are going to convince a Southerner to vote a Northerner. Sani Yabagi. I don't understand. What do you mean you don't know how you are going to convince a Southerner? Have they not convinced some Southerners before to vote for somebody like Buhari? Is Buhari not a Northerner? People voted for Buhari. A lot of people actually voted for Buhari. Buhari did not reach his way in as the president. People actually voted for him thinking that he was a good president because most Nigerians, they don't know history. So they really actually voted for him. So how were they convinced? It's because they thought he had a good president. So if somebody has a good heart for the country, is really, you can see that this one is going to be a good person. Is going to really have the interest of Nigerians at heart. Which convincing are you convincing? Of course, people will vote for them. Nobody is voting for tribe here or voting for religion here. We are voting for competence. We are voting for somebody that has given us beyond reasonable doubt that he is going to be there for us as Nigerians. He's going to do better than the previous government. That's what people are voting for, not how do you convince a Southerner to vote for a Northerner. As conversation around the 2027 presidential election continues to gather momentum, fresh comments from a former presidential candidate have added another dimension to the debate. Speaking on how regional politics could shape the next election, Sani Yabagi argued that convincing many southern voters to support a northern candidate may be far more difficult than some expect. There's nothing difficult about convincing, but for now, there's no northerner that we want to vote for. It is Peter B. For now. But the reason he gave for that position has sparked fresh political reactions. Okay. Some will say it is possible if the candidate has the interest of the masses at heart, exactly, and is not selfish or sectional. A better Nigeria is possible. Gabriel contests with NDC, there is a serious of new Nigeria. Dumaka says no, it is simple to convince them because the Southerner convinced Southerners to vote for Northerners, and it was all over. Just make a reference to what happened before and argue logically and win them. Ora says Sani Yabagi's statement doesn't imply that a Southerner cannot vote for a Northerner, but is looking from the direction that it is not yet the turn of the Northerner. So, article coming out is definitely a waste of time. Yes, he's wasting his time. He's wasting his time for now. If he had good precedent and the likes of Peter Obi was not in the whatever, like he's not in the picture, maybe, but see, it's not like he has a good precedent like that many people want to really vote for him. So he's really wasting his time. But there's something to be taken seriously. I wish the article could back Peter Obi and Kwankwanso ticket, but he lost it for his political ambition and greed. Yes, if he had really supported Peter Obi and Kwankwanso, but no, he will not. So let him go. Aliyaya says the same thing. I don't know how we are going to convince Northerners to vote for APC. At the end, so we should continue with this Tinubu clueless government, Abi. I don't know, maybe that's what it means, but nice I read that one. Guest says, leave Kenneth Okonkwo to continue living in bondage. Kenneth, waiting break Kenneth to see this stuff. Kenneth has not been speaking. I don't know if he has gone for interview this past weeks. Court case no be small thing now. You should go and defend the one that he's defending for now. At Fabian says, don't mind him, let him continue to deceive him because Nigeria belongs to the North and Fulanis. After the passing of Buhari, after the dead Buhari ruled for wasted 8 years without nothing to show for it. Imane said, it is easy there, just tell us that the buying your terrorist brothers are doing now are child play, and when you win the election, you escalate it to Quranic stipulated level of buying. Absolutely, says any Southerners that would vote Northerners to power in 2027 wants the Fulanis to overrun the whole country and take it over for their cows and rams. Concern is also because when we say Southerner, we should overlook his failure and still vote for him. Well, what's it called? Peter Obi is a Southerner, so maybe he has to be talking about Peter Obi. He can't be talking about Tinubu. He say malaria dey your body. Kojev says, okay, fine. Can you convince the Northerners to vote for APC? A wise Northerner will never make a mistake to vote for APC again. Go and eat what you get from APC rubbish. Everton Ogochukwu says, Confucianist and instigators. Since you people started spoiling the minds of the youth, how far so far? Sani says, the same way you think you can convince the Northerners to vote a Southerner is the same way there we can convince them. Okon says, the Southerners voted for Yanaji and voted for Buhari. Why are you raising issues as important? Do you get? I actually voted for those people. Buhari was massively voted for. Yaradua, they voted for him. Nobody tried to convince them or anything. It's because of what they thought that, these persons are capable of doing something good. But Buhari came to disappoint us later. So, people can be convinced. Kamba said, I don't know how you can convince a Northerner to vote a Southerner. Blessed Ghost Casa, I don't know why Nigeria is still talking about regional voting. We need to compete leaders, whether from Kafanja or Idoma or Hausa, Batangali, Calabar or Igbo, that Nigeria needs right now is a leader, not tribalism. God can use another Fulani or Yoruba or Birom to change Nigeria, but not like this of present APC government. As Chukwemeka said, Atiku is a greedy human being and cannot be president. Just to support His Excellency Peter before one single term, he refused. Don't mind him. Fiko says you are politically naive. In 2023 presidential election, during significant number of Southeasterners vote for Atiku Abubakar. The true national leader has no political boundaries. His personality and charisma, personal association and stretched hands of fellowship is enough to sell him to all regions. So why didn't he win the election? I beg. And Gaga says, we'll vote. Me, I'll vote for Atiku. Good luck to you now. Emmanuel says, vote wisely, vote Sheyi Makinde. Sheyi Makinde. Shabu says, but you know how they will convince Northerners to vote for Southerner. See your mouth. Rambo Zero says, APC by sidelining North Central made a grievous mistake. The North Central would not be voting APC. Nathaniel Okoro says, sir, it seems you do not know the South well, especially the Southeast. Okay. Francis Ozena says, whoever that will change this economy for good, exactly, we will vote the person. Whoever it is that we know that can really solve the issue of this country, they'll vote for the person. We are not doing regional votes again. And Peter B is like the only candidate for now that we trust. That's why he's getting the support that he's getting. My listeners, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.